everyone, welcome to Amber Makeup and Hair. So I'm going to show you my basic face. This is what I do when I don't feel like doing my makeup, if I'm a minute on time, or I'm just in the mood for something a little bit softer. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The only thing that I have done so far is just filled in my brows here. So first I'm just going to go ahead and moisturize my face really quick. I am actually using Shea Moisture African Black Soap Lotion to moisturize my face. I like it because I am a little bit on the oilier side, but this doesn't leave me feeling nice and gross and greasy. Not nice and greasy. I want it to be nice and greasy. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on my face. And since the weather has changed, I am a little bit drier up under my eyes. So I'm going to make sure I get really good up under here, just simply because when I put concealer on, it will crease on me. So just make sure you moisturize, prime your face like you normally would. Alright, next up, I am going to prime my eyelids. I haven't used eye primer in 2 weeks because I am now obsessed with using concealer as my primer. So I am using my MAC Pro Longwear concealer as an eye primer, and I like this because if you have any kind of discoloration in your eyes, this will get that out, and it's also a great eyeshadow base. So I'm just going to go ahead, put this all over my lid. But be very careful because with this, less is going to be more. You don't want to cake it on. So I'm just using my middle finger to pat it on. I'm using my middle finger because that is the lightest touch. So sometimes if you use your pointer finger, especially if I'm working on a client, you might kind of jab them. So use your middle finger. I got a little too much. Ah! It's all good. We'll blend it up. And if you want, I'm going to do it, you can go ahead and take it all the way up to that brow bone too. I'm sorry, I have two mirrors. I have one up and I have one down. So if my eyes are looking a little crazy, that's why. Alright, I have my eyes all nice and primed. Just make sure you let that sink in and let it dry, because you don't want to go and put eyeshadow on concealer that is not dry. It's going to create a huge mess for you. Okay, so next I am going to use a neutral eyeshadow. I am obsessed with NYX Adorable palette. As you can tell, I'm running out already. I got this from Ulta. I think its price range is $7, but I like it because I use these three colors here. This dark brown, this brown tone right here is about the same color as my eye, than the lighter one. So I'm going to go in all over my lid with this brown tone. For my basic face, it's normally light on the eyes, bright on the lips, just simply because I feel like if I'm not going to do anything too much to my eyes, I should put something bright on my lips to kind of make it look like I actually did my makeup. But today I think I want to keep it pretty light. Light on the eyes and probably just like a matte neutral color on my lips. So I'm just taking a big, this is my Arbonne eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to go all over my lids with this. I'm just going to try kind of pat it on and then do the whole windshield wiper motion here. And the same for the other eye patch. Alright, next I am taking my Sonia Kashuk flat eyeshadow brush. If you have not tried Sonia Kashuk's brushes, you should do so because they're awesome and they're not expensive. I got it from Target, and I think this one might retail for $8 or so. Either way, check it out. She has great brow powder, she has great eyeshadows, and great brushes. So now I'm going to go in with my NYX Adorable palette still with this lighter color here, and I'm just going to pat this all over my lid. And I like this brush because I can get in real close here in my inner corner. Alright, so we got so far, and guess what? eyes are basically done. I'm just going to take a little shader brush here and just kind of blend this out. Voila. Done with my eyes. Okay, so next I'm going to take my L'Oreal Master Precise eyeliner, and I like this because it is a felt tip. If you have trouble doing the whole winged eye or the cat eye, get yourself a felt tip. Okay, so I know you're not supposed to tug on your eye because it gives you premature wrinkles, so I'm going to try really, really hard not to. It's a habit I'm trying to break, so I'm just going to put my hand here. Can you guys see? And I'm just going to get as close to the lash line as I can. And it's kind of hard if you try to go one long line, so just take your time. Some people do dots, some people do dashes. Whatever works. Okay, so got my line. Nothing crazy, not too thick, not too thin, but you can still see it. Just going to go over it one more time. Okay, next, right here in the corner of my eye, just going to make a line. See? So this here, this is pretty much the guide for my wing. So I have a line here, and this line is just coming straight up from the corner of my eye. So I have that, and then next, I'm just going to come here and kind of make a triangle, and it's just going to go straight down. And then you just fill it in. See? Easy. It's not as hard as people make it seem. I'm just going to fill that in a little bit more. Then of course, if you want it thicker, you can just go up a little, shade it in more until you get it the way you want. But a good guide or a good reference for your wing, start at the corner of your eye and then bring it up. Okay? Same thing on the other eye. Okay. I am back. So I have my eyeshadow on and both my eyes winged out. I'll just get a little closer. So you can see. Okay, so the hard part is over. We are home free from here. Next, I am going to take some more of my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and my Beauty Blender, which I just cleaned, which is a rare occasion. Always clean your Beauty Blender, because if not, it's a lot to clean. Okay, same thing, taking my middle finger again, and I'm just going to do the whole triangle thing up under my eye, and pat that on with my finger first. And I'm not going for like a super crazy Kim Kardashian over the top highlight, although hers isn't over the top. I love hers, but I don't want anything that bright or drastic. So just, enough just to make me look nice and awake. Then just taking my Beauty Blender, and I am patting that on my eye. Beauty blenders are great. If you don't have one, please get one. They're good for liquid foundation, cream foundation. They're good for concealer. You can use them with powder. They're the bomb. I've had mine for, who's texting me? Lauren. Hey girl. Anywho, I've had mine for over a year now. Thank you, Miriam, and it is awesome. She got it for me for my birthday last year. So yeah, they're definitely worth the money. If you take care of them, they will last you forever. Okay, so next, same thing on the other eye. Beauty Blender again. Oh, and another trick is if your skin is dry, Make your Beauty Blender wet first, so wet it, squeeze all the water out, and then apply your foundation, and that'll help if you're super dry. And I love these because I hate using makeup brushes for foundations unless it's my, the Real Techniques. This is the only foundation brush that I'll use because it won't make me streaky. But if you kind of use like a regular fat fat, flat brush, it will make you streaky. And this just kind of blends everything in, gives you the nice airbrush look, and you're good to go. Alright, so I'm all concealed under my eyes. Make sure I don't have any crazy lines or anything. Alright, all concealed. Next, I am going to use, where's my, I'm not doing liquid foundation. I'm not really a big liquid foundation person. I do have a few, but normally I only use it for a special occasion or if I'm going out. So I'm going to use my Bare Minerals matte powder. And I'm just going to take this big old fat eyeshadow brush. Let me clean it off really quick. I'm just going to dip it in here. And I'm going to set my concealer. Always, always, always set your concealer with the powder. Translucent, face powder, whatever. Just make sure it's some form of powder, because if you do not set it, then your concealer will shift and move on you and it won't look good. And we always want to look good, right? Okay, so got that on. Next, I'm going to take my Real Techniques powder brush and I'm going to put my powder on my face. Hang on, I don't have enough yet. The thing that I like about this Bare Minerals is that it doesn't take much of it. So if you're like me, you're not really a liquid foundation kind of girl, a little bit of this will get you a really long way. And I like it because it does match my skin tone. I have yellow undertones, and this matches it perfectly. And when it oxidizes or when my oil pushes through, I'm not like 3 shades darker either. So that's good. So oily skin, Bare Minerals matte foundation, good to go. It works for you. Okay, so I have that on. Moving right along, I am going to do blush. I don't want to do any contour. I don't have time for that when I'm in a rush. So my favorite blush in the whole wide world, MAC Raisin. I love MAC blushes because they last forever. I've had this for 2 years and now I'm just now starting to break through to the bottom. So I'm going to take my blush brush here, apples in my cheeks, just like so. Don't take it too far back. You don't want to look like a Raggedy Ann doll or anything. And now I'm taking my e.l.f. It's actually a powder brush, but I like to use this for blending. It's nice and flat. I just kind of blend it in a little bit. Make sure I don't have any crazy lines. And then I'm going to do a little highlight. I'm still struggling to find a good highlight for brown skin. So if you know some, post them on the bottom. Let me know. I'm just going to use my MAC Lovejoy with my fan brush right here. Smile. Right here, just to give me a little highlight. I must say, I do love this Lovejoy. It's so pretty. Okay, next. Mascara. Since I am in a rush, I am not going to be applying eyelashes. In fact, I love the way the eyelashes look, but I hate wearing them. I hate putting them on myself. I'm just not an eyelash person. I like the way they look. Once again, just don't care to wear them. So, mascara on the bottom. The mascara on the top. I'm using Maybelline Falsies mascara. This is my favorite. I try a bunch of other things, but for some reason, I always go back to this. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to do a crazy lip color today. I'm just going to keep it nice and soft and neutral. So I'm going to go in with my favorite neutral lipstick. And that is Taupe MAC lipstick. I love this. It's my favorite. Got that on. And then one last thing, I'm going to take my flat eyeshadow brush again, and I'm going to grab my Naked, the first one, Urban Decay. I'm just going to use this white color here. You guys probably can't see it that well. It's called Virgin. And I'm just going to highlight and the tear ducts. Excuse me, inner corners. And the brow bone a little bit. Whoa, that's a lot. I have to go back and blend that out. And voila, all finished. Okay, so this is my, I'm in a hurry, I don't feel like wearing a lot of makeup look. Probably takes me 8 minutes. I hope you guys like it. Please leave your comments on the bottom. Let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you. Bye.